Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening.
Right.
I'm not too bad, actually. I nearly fell over there. I just suddenly realised when I came on the screen I wasn't wearing my Santa hat. So I'm very unprofessionally going to go off stage.
That's all right. You can do it. You can either that or do it when I'm playing, and it'll be a highlight for people out there.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ross is a way to make himself look older than he really is. There we are. Santa Ross.
How you get on?
Ross. Santa Ross. That sounds like somewhere in Spain. Santa Ross.
That sounds like one of the cheap holidays you get at the back of the sun.
Doing very well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live just now on Facebook, on Art and Tunes channel and Tunes on the House channel. We're also live on YouTube if you want to watch us on the big screen. Or where else are we live? Twitter and Twitch. Yeah, good. I've pinched Angus's hat here because I couldn't find my chicken head. Was in a wee bit of a rush.
I thought you had it on. Sorry. All right. I see now. Yeah. All right. I can. That's much better. I can see it.
Right, so
I've got
very good evening. I hope you get onto the festive. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that, man alive.
I got that in Primark 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's a kind of old and it's a kind of only fools and horses kind of looking jumper.
It's a classic.
Anyway, folks, I hope you're all staying safe out there. Hope you're getting ready for Christmas. We're coming on tonight just to do a wee half hour or so, a couple of sets of tunes, tell you what we've got lined up for you next Sunday night, the 27th. It is going to be hilarious. We will tell you more about that in a wee while. It's going to be great fun, and I bet it'll be better than the Christmas telly. Can nearly assure you.
I think so.
It was a tie.
Do you know, I thought if I put a Christmas jumper on, the first thing that you're going to notice is that I'm not actually, this is the first time I've not worn a tie. So
there is I sneaked a look at the comments there. It wasn't me, it was Alan Barnett, Canada. Alan said, hey, where's Ross's tie?
I know. Surely at Christmas, wearing this get-up, you'd be the only person in the planet to say that I was underdressed, surely.
No, you're looking great. You're looking great. Father Christmas is never underdressed. So thank you very much, folks, for tuning in here. Please share it about. Share it to any friends that you know. As I say, next week we're going to have a ball. When we're on Sunday night, it'll be the usual time, 8 o'clock to probably about 10, I would think. On Facebook, on YouTube.
I need just come on there. Joyce Dalrymple. And I just found out yesterday from my mum that we're related.
Oh, and I knew that.
The shows from the start.
I knew that because she put a comment on one night saying, was that for Auntie or something?
I only just found that out.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. So we've been in Yale, the island of Yale today. Karen and I have been up seeing Karen's mum and dad, my mother and father-in-law. Kind of last chance to get to see them before we go into lockdown on Sunday. What night is it? Christmas Eve? No, Christmas Day at midnight. Because somebody said to me, are you staying up late on Christmas night to see the new tier and get it? New tier?
Yeah, well, that's a fact. It's a joke and a fact.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so that's what we're up to, folks. So, but we've been up today with Karen's mum and dad. Lovely seeing them, and we've had a lovely Yale Shetland mutton roast today. Nothing like it.
Great stuff.
Splendid. And an amazing breakfast. And it's just a shame we can't see them really over the festive this year, but that's how it happens. So I hope you're all out there, folks. So if anybody's needing cheered up, we want you to tune in on Sunday night because it's going to be a hoot, I can assure you. Right. Am I going to start the night with some tunes?
What are you going to play, Peter?
I'm going to play nice things. Christmas things. I'm going to play some Christmas carols. I'm going to play Away in a Manger, the First Noel, and one of my favourite tunes in the whole wide world, even not at Christmas time, Silent Night, because I just think the tune's beautiful. And I always like the story of where it was written in an old church organ in Austria somewhere and ended up becoming an international hit. So that would be good. So anyway, folks, fire in the comments. Anything you want to say, we can take it. Thanks again to Karen backstage, because she's had to rush in the door tonight like we have, because the ferry was a wee bit late. Well, we were a wee bit late by the time we got to the road. So it's all go. So here we go. Some Christmas tunes on the old accordion.
Accordion. Take it away, Peter.
Some wee Christmas tunes. Are you muted, Ross? There we go. Ross, you're muted. Hello. There we go.
Beautiful.
A wee set of Christmas carols for you there. And I'd like to dedicate that to my mum and my sister, who are down south as well. And they're on their own this Christmas as well, just because of the way everything's happened. So we haven't been able to, sorry, my accordion just about fell over there. We haven't been able to get down and see them for a long time now, so I'm sure they'll be listening. Well, my mum will be listening. I think my sister thinks, what's he up to now? So anyway, great.
Sure.
So anyway, marvellous. There's somebody in Queensland, Australia. Fantastic. Yeah. People all over the world, we are majorly excited. I've just read Grace, my little girl, her story, and this is the correct night for the story, because it was called the night before Christmas. So that's tonight. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
So we've actually thankfully managed to play it on the right night at the right time. So it's good. Sitting reading the stories and playing Christmas stuff. Wonderful. What are you giving us? What are you going to give us tonight?
I'm going to give you a bit of Jingle Bells.
What have you been up
seeing
to?
this.
What have you been up to this week? We never asked you that either.
Just catching up with the rapping and
Oh,
just catching up
like
with bits of
rapping?
family.
That kind
Yeah,
of rapping.
that kind of rapping.
Damn,
How did it go, Peter? How's that?
I'm not very sure. I'm not very good. That kind of thing, and then rap a bit.
Yeah. Anybody watching the show thinks that Peter needs an ambulance? He doesn't. It's fine. It's okay.
We should do a Scottish rap. Scottish rap.
Rapping presents, Peter. Rapping presents.
Right. Good.
And just catching up with family that I'm probably not going to see between now and sometime between the new year, I guess. About that.
Hopefully we'll get to see some people sometime.
Of course we will.
Yeah.
Of course we will. Just take a bit longer. I'm going to play some tunes for you. This is the first night that I've had a proper go on the small pipes, and I was absolutely gutted at how bad my fingers were at the start of this. So
you were gutted in a kind of way because you had a hernia up, so you were.
literally gravity, as they say. So I'm going to play Jingle Bells and then a set of reels. I was going to. I looked. I've got a great friend in Lunkerty, just outside of Perth, Alistair Duthie, who's writing a book about all the pipers that served in the Black Watch and its history. And he was in touch with me for a bit of a bio. And then it kind of made me think, because I've still got an old folder from 1999. So it's only 22 years old. And I thought I'll get a set of tunes out of that folder because I remember, well, it would have been 18 at the time, 19, 20 at the time. And I used to love playing these tunes. So I'm going to play a set of reels from that folder that I've actually not played for 20 odd years.
Nice cheery ones, I hope.
No, they're not. They're quite miserable. There's plenty low G's, just a bit like myself when I'm playing.
Right.
Anyway, I'll start with Jingle Bells and then just take it down.
Brilliant. Take it later.
I will.
Well done, sir.
Thank you very much. What hernia?
What's the second and last tune called again?
Maggie's Pancakes, I believe.
Ah, yes. One of the Donahoe Weaver boys wrote that, didn't they?
Aye, great tune, great tune.
It was Phil Smiley. I think that's his wife. Fantastic. Great stuff, great stuff. Well, when you were asking about other things that happened this week, guess what came in the post for me?
Very good.
Tunes in the House music book.
Very good.
Pages and pages and pages of it. Now,
you know something? I'm dying to get my hands on this book, and that's not a hint or anything, but it's
right, okay.
One of my pledges to myself. I had a good go at it this year, but was learning the whistle, the low whistle.
Yeah.
So this is going to be just the perfect tool to have to learn all this session music.
Yeah, but you know something? There's a lot of tunes, pipe tunes in here as well. They're not written out in pipe notation, but any piper could put in the notation they wanted. But it's really just a guide to everything. So this is the first 100 sets that was done in Tunes in the House. So they're all in here. But the amazing thing about this is there's wee stories and everything. Martin McLeod Senior's done just one amazing job in this. It's great. It's bound the binder form, which is great for sitting on music stands, etc. That's Davy Hunter's input. Davy put this all together. This must have been a monster to put together, because there must be, over 250 tunes in this.
The whole project's a monster, and I think what you'll probably see is a lot of things in the future. Imagine if you could buy something like this that was your favourite band was, I don't know, name any favourite band that you've got, and they had these codes that you could scan, and you could be part of the department, or you could be part of the
I don't know if you can see it. It's rather small, but there's a code on every page that you can zap, and that brings up the YouTube video of that set on Tunes in the House, so you can sit and play along with it. Great way to learn if it's somebody that. The other really nice thing about this is there's lots of. Karen was sitting reading this book last night, and Karen doesn't play an instrument or read music, but all the work that's went into all the wee stories and things in it is amazing. There's some fantastic stuff in here, and even wee quotes on Facebook and that, people that have watched it and all that, because it is just a huge musical community. You know, it's the musicians and the back room staff, as it were, and the audience, and everybody joining in. That's what's made it work, you know. So if you're looking for something for a wee late Christmas, that's season 1, by the way. We've got enough to do another 2 books.
It's amazing.
So there's an amazing amount of stuff. So that's great. So Karen's been practicing her chanter this week as well, so she'll play that maybe next week to you.
Well, a lot of people in my family that follow the show said that it was really good to see her cameo last week. So on Sunday.
One of my horns is a wee bit.
Hopefully, we see more of Karen in the future.
Yeah, one of my horns is a wee bit squint.
Okay.
That's terrible. I hate that when that happens. Right, there we go. Brilliant. If you'd like to order the music book, there's the website at the bottom there, www.tunesinthehouse.com. Wonderful for any learner or somebody that plays by music or plays by ear. The whole lot's there. There's a melody line, there's a chords line, and then there's a bass line as well. So it's covering everything. So it's all there.
All that you need.
Really good. Anyway, this is the night that we come on and tell you who our guests are every Sunday. And we didn't know whether to do a Sunday night next week or not, did we? In between Christmas and New Year, and then we thought, let's do it.
We thought about having it off, and then we thought, well, out of all the guests that we've had on, who would it be? Let's see these two. If they want to do it, then it's definitely worth the show.
Yeah. So the first guest, well, I'm not sure what order everybody's in yet, but one of our guests for Sunday night is a man that came on when we started doing the show actually through Canada, Ross, when we used to do it through the Canadian channel. And it's a man from Ireland called Martin Donahoe. And I have never laughed so much in one night when we had Martin on. Martin from Cavan in Ireland. And I'm so glad he's a two-row button box player. And the crack will be immense. So that's one of our guests, Martin Donahoe. Who else have we got coming on, Ross?
Well, when you say laugh, we've got an absolute character. And I'll second what you said about Martin there. Martin was an absolute scream. I had no idea where we were going to go in that show. It was absolutely hilarious. What an absolute character that is. And the second person that we're going to have in the show that night, he's been on the show before as well. And I'll not say what his name is, because he won't be coming onto this show in the same guise as he will on Sunday. Who we are going to get on the show is none other than Sir Timothy Dirty Macintosh of Clachenfuckle. And if you don't know who that is, or if you haven't seen him at all, he'll be making an announcement on the show, or he'll be speaking for or representing Toffs in Trouble and Strife. Tits, to call it short. If you haven't seen him, we're going to be putting stuff on. Of course, it's Alan Henderson, who gave us that legendary interview from his loft in South Eust, which was fantastic, and had to go down the stairs. Had to go down the stairs and shut the bairns' computers off so he had enough internet for the interview. But honestly, we're going to stick on his comedy character on Facebook before that. Absolutely hilarious.
He's done about 3 sketches already. So if you want to get into the theme yet a wee bit, go and watch them. Karen's going to jot them onto our Facebook page. And
equally, and this, like, we're not getting a couple of comedians on. That's not what we're doing. It is going to be absolutely hilarious. The show's going to be absolutely hilarious. But
there's stunning musicians as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely stunning musicians. And even if it's not the Facebook stuff that you see from us, or the stuff that will be on YouTube, have a look at these 2 characters, and Martin and Alan, and look at them.
Brilliant. There's Anne Stonehouse there, since she's received her tunes in the House Tune Book, and highly recommends it. So I really do recommend it. It's a great resource. You know, there's enough sets in that you could go and play at a local dance at a Cayley, because there's enough different variation of tunes. There's waltzes, Strut the Willows, Dashing White Sergeants, everything.
When Martin Senior was on the show, and he said what the project was going to be. There's Blake. How you doing, Blair? Happy Christmas, pal. I've seen you for years. But I couldn't believe the project. Like, everything, I shied away from sessions for years because I just never had the repertoire, and I didn't want to go and sit. I didn't have the time to go to loads of sessions to learn them. But this is perfect. You can sit at the house in a session and learn all the stuff that's on in front of you. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, fantastic.
Right. Great stuff. There's your relation.
There's Joyce. How you doing, Joyce? I just found out we're related. Happy Christmas.
Even I'd put that together, Joyce. I'd worked that out in here, hadn't I? And there's my pal Isabel, my old Jambo pal. Yeah.
The sunshine. It's the end of the year. This is the last one before Christmas. I'd like to ask you a question. What has the highlight of this year been for you?
I know the answer to this. Karen not divorcing me. That's the highlight of my year. I still got her, and it's a good job because I love her to bits. So that's fine. That's good. What about yourself? What's your highlight this year?
It's been an up and down sort of year. I think I've definitely gained 2 particular friends that I know that has made this year absolutely the best year I've had. But second to that, I think this show has actually been a massive highlight for this year. The amount of musicians I've spoke to or met, and actually Peter yourself, not just like you meeting yourself, and we actually met. That's the funny thing.
Karen's just put still a few days left in the year,
I know, yeah.
So that's it. Well,
No,
listen,
but getting yourself, getting the crack yourself, that's been a real highlight this year.
it's been utterly amazing, and for anybody out there that doesn't know, we still haven't actually met each other in the flesh.
No. But this is a good opportunity just now. When we first spoke to each other, it was at the very start of the first lockdown. You know, before I sent the video, we kind of got in touch. We met randomly through the Canadian Ripple FX show that was running at the time. So it looks like we might go into next year through the winter a little bit more lockdown than we thought we did. So so if you're watching the show and you think you want something to do, even if it's for a month or two or whatever, have a look at the show, pass it on to other people. It's a great community. It's friendly. There's lots of friends that we've gained, and even folk.
And the YouTube channel, I keep putting videos up. Guests have been sending the videos that we've had on, and they're all on the YouTube channel, plus all the shows right back to the beginning. So if you look and tap for Tapping Tunes on YouTube, you can see everything's written there, the whole lot. But anyway,
I'll tell you what I'm excited about. There's a name just popped up on the screen there, Alan Kemlow. And his wife got in touch with me to ask for, when I was advertising for adult lessons, his wife got in touch. His birthday was at the start of this month.
Really?
And for a number of vouchers for his birthday, and he got that. But we ended up getting in touch. And what a character this person is. He lives just outside of Perth, and he had a fantastic Scottish singer. He's got an absolute liquid gold voice. You should hear him. But he sings. He's been sending me loads of videos, and Alan Kemlow, his name is, and he's been sending me loads of videos because he sings the perfect comedy Glasgow pub singer voice. We'll try and get, now that we can get, we'll get him to sing one, and I'll stick it on the YouTube channel. Absolutely dynamite, absolutely hilarious. So I'm excited to do some.
So a quick. That would be great to hear him. That'd be great. Oh, there's Karen down it. Fab gents. She's calling us gentlemen. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. You would know tie on. Right. So anyway, Sunday, folks. Martin Donahoe from Ireland in the button box and the crack, and Alan Henderson as. What is it again?
Sir Timothy Darty McIntosh from Clackenpockle.
From Clackenpockle. And he is he'll be doing a wee kind of Christmas message on behalf of the
Toffs and Trouble and Strife.
Tits, for short.
Aye.
So can't wait. Brilliant. It's going to be a great show. I think we'll go the night and not hold you up too much longer. Anything else you're fancying saying, Ross?
No, I just want to get off as quick as I can. I want to get this hat and jumper off because I'm sweating like a box player in a spelling test right now.
An anorexic. What was it? I can't mind. There was something else. Right. That's very good, actually. A box player in a spelling test. I don't remember that. Right. So
from me and all my lot, I wish you and your lot the absolute best Christmas in the world. Honestly, it's been a pleasure meeting you this year, and well done with all the music that you shared around the world this year. Everybody's thoroughly appreciated it. Well done. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen out there, enjoy your Christmas. I know it's not quite the same this year, but please be careful. Please be safe. Try and kind of stick to the rules and let's get rid of this thing. So difficult. We just don't know what's going on from day to day. So that's kind of where we're at. So all we can do is wish you a brilliant Christmas day.
Yeah, thanks to all the fans and friends that we've gained this year. I think last Sunday, just to let the audience know, it'll not be easy for the audience to see, but on Sunday morning when we woke up, 7,000 folk had watched the show. On Monday morning after the Sunday show, 7,000 folk. You know, it's an incredible number.
Oh, that's something else I did this week before we go. I wrote a tune for Nicola Sturgeon.
Well done.
And I called it The Real Deal, R-E-E-L, Real Deal. And the fellow up here, Tom Walls, the SNP fellow up here, he actually got a message for her saying how much she'd enjoyed it and could I send it to Mute House or wherever it's to go. So very, very nice. And it's had about 9,000 views as well today, so that's good.
Yeah, good for you.
It's fantastic. So all the best. I really appreciate what the woman's done. It hasn't been an easy job, that standing up there every day telling everybody how bad things are all the time. Not easy. So
right, Peter, I wasn't joking about how hot I am in this jumper and hat. I do need to go.
You kind of look like you're going to pass it. Yeah. Okay. Right, folks. Thanks very much. Take care. Have a great Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Happy Christmas.
8 o'clock live. Don't miss it. This is going to be a scream. Cheers.
Definitely
Bye.
don't miss it. Aye.
It's good night from me.
Good night from him. Happy Christmas from me.
Yay!